What's up, Led Zeppelin fans? This video will shock you. This is the top 3 hidden satanic messages in Led Zeppelin songs when played in reverse. Now let's get into it. So how did I get into this? When I was a kid, I was given a tape by a guy named Billy Mayo. And when I listened to that tape, it was full of him showing and demonstrating how when playing rock and roll songs backwards, there were satanic messages. So as a kid, this scared me so much. And I'm gonna start with this clip right here where Billy Mayo is showing them in the studio what I'm telling you about. Then we're gonna get into the top 3.
I live with Satan. Listen again. Okay. I live with Satan. How many in the audience heard that?
That was very clear.
All right.
Because I live with Satan. So backwards masking is a recording technique in which a message is recorded backward onto a track that is meant to be played forward. It messes with the subconscious mind. Now, some artists later on developed this and did it on purpose, but in an interview, Led Zeppelin said that they had no intention and that they did not purposely do that. So some have said that they're possessed by demons or that the devil anointed them to write and perform these songs. So the first song that I'm going to get into is Stairway to Heaven, which the whole Stairway to Heaven song is full of messages, but we're just going to do the top 3, my top 3. We're starting with number 3, and it's going to get scarier and scarier. So here we go. This is Stairway to Heaven, part 3. Wow, that was very clear. It says, I'll never be saved because I live with Satan. That is insane. So I want to talk about a connection with the guy named Aleister Crowley and Jimmy Page. Jimmy Page was the guitarist for Led Zeppelin. So if you don't know who Aleister was, Aleister Crowley was a British occultist. He founded several religions, he wrote a number of books, and he was known as the wickedest man in the world, and he did a lot of crazy things, okay? So Crowley, to this day, in the satanic and occultic world, he's really like highly regarded and studied, and his religion still exists. So Jimmy Page studied Crowley, and he eventually bought one of his houses, and you know, parts of the songs and things were written on the grounds, but Jimmy Page went so far to follow the practices of Aleister Crowley and to do a magical rite or ritual. And on their album, in this picture right here, is Aleister Crowley saying, doeth what thou wilt. And so let's get into number 2, which is the song Black Dog, all right? That's the one that creeped me out. It says, Satan wants me, he filleth my soul, I'm gonna get on my knees. Now, if that just doesn't chill your blood right there, I don't know what will. So Jimmy Page and Aleister Crowley. So Page was only 3 years old when Crowley passed away, and he was known as the wickedest man in the world. And so Jimmy Page had an obsession with Crowley and his teachings, and he was obsessed with him long before Led Zeppelin was formed. So by buying his house and doing the same magical rituals for the music, a lot of people have said that yes, the demons did write Led Zeppelin's music and they were channeling spirits. So let's get into the scariest backwards message. This is number 1, and this is in Stairway to Heaven. Stairway to Heaven is full of different messages, but this is my top 1 for this series. So let's get into it. It's gonna say, here's to my sweet Satan, the one whose little path would make me sad, whose power is Satan. He'll give you 666. Here we go. That is so clear. He'll give you 666. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be listening to anything in my home, in my car, letting my kids listen to anything like that with that message subliminally in your mind. So I want to be clear. The Bible has some good scriptures that I'm going to share with you, but I want you to understand that the closer that you get to Jesus, the things of this world will not be the same. So Led Zeppelin was one of my favorite bands of all time, and now that my spiritual eyes have been opened, I pray that yours will too. So if you want to see more videos about music groups or any other topics similar to this, comment in the section below. Let me know what you want to see. Also, I have a series called Supernatural Stories. I would love for you to check that out. And I want to end with these scriptures right here, all right? So Matthew 15, verse 11, it is not what goes into the mouth of the man that makes him unclean and defiled, but it's what comes out of the mouth. And this makes a man unclean and defiles him. So it's very clear what's coming out of their mouth is what's inside of their heart. Luke 6:45, this is amplified. It says, the good man produces what is good and honorable and moral out of the good treasure in his heart. And the evil man produces what is wicked and depraved out of the evil, for his mouth speaks from the overflow of his heart. And I want to finish with Romans 10:13. For whoever calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. So if you're watching this video for the first time and you're realizing these things, maybe your favorite band was Led Zeppelin, I just want to challenge you to invite the Lord into your heart, and He can open up your spiritual eyes so that you can see things as they truly are. So have a great day. Make sure to share this with someone that needs to see it.